You're telling me that if I give this house as an inheritance as a senior to my children and I pass away, they will either have to pay those property taxes for the rest of their lives, or they risk losing the house that I have worked so hard for all this time. Property taxes is a scam.
Welcome to the Common Sense Philosophy channel. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
Splendid. Today's title is Home Ownership or Just Tax Ignorant. Home ownership or just tax ignorant. So, I don't know if you heard about what's been going on with people's property taxes, or
It's been going up like a lot.
yeah, it's been going crazy. And people, it seems like they didn't know that was going to happen. Like that's not a normal thing or something.
Yeah. It's normal. I just think people jump in things and they don't really understand what it is. And once they find out what it is, they already in it. And that's not something you can just walk away from.
Right. Yeah. You know, the basic of it is you have to understand when you get a house, you first get it, all the property taxes are not there, especially if you're building it.
Right.
And if you're not building it, you get it one way, but you want to fix your house up. So as people say, well, you'll get more equity as the house time pass, it'll be worth more. But as it's worth more, it's assessed more. So you have to pay more. Mm-hmm. That's just how it works. And if they do something down the street, fix the street, that comes upon you. If the school needs more money, that comes upon you. It's taxes and have a property. There's at one point you had to have property tax. Okay. At one point you had to be a homeowner to even be able to vote.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you are always the backbone of your city, state, or whatever. Because this is not always just a federal thing. It's a state, city thing to be able to continue to grow these situations. But we're going to run these clips and we'll come back and talk some more about it. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Telling me that if I buy a house 30 years ago at $50,000, but the city develops really well and now the value of my house is at $2 million, you're telling me that I have to now pay taxes on $2 million, even though I have never seen a dime of that $2 million. I have not sold my house. This is not an investment property. This is where I live and I chose to live and I hoped to live for the rest of my life. But now you're telling me that I either have to sell my house or lose my house because I can't afford to pay taxes. And the taxes are probably more than what my mortgage was 30 years ago. You're telling me that if I give this house as an inheritance as a senior to my children and I pass away, they will either have to pay those property taxes for the rest of their lives, or they risk losing the house that I have worked so hard for all this time. Property taxes is a scam. And I understand that it pays for education and it pays for teacher salaries, but I think we need to find another way because homeowners are losing their homes every single day. If you look in the tax lien website in your state, you're going to see how many people are losing their homes.
My property taxes went up 75.86%. And so
Richard Townsell of North Lawndale has a friend who saw his jump 237%.
My wife and I, we had a budget meeting last week as we were looking at this. You know, does that mean maybe we don't take the vacation we thought we were going to take?
Thank you all for coming.
A frustration that this weekend led to this bill burning, led by the Lawndale Christian Development Corporation, which he is executive director.
It was a Boston Tea Party kind of moment, where it's like taxation without representation. What do we do about this? Not just whine about it.
My flappers are gasted, okay? My property taxes came. Look at this. Like, are they sure this is for my house? Excuse me? Excuse me? $4,543.37. Bitch. That's not even it. Look at the anticipated expenses for next year, bro. Like, at this point, I just want to fight about it. And before anybody hop in my comments talking about, well, that's why I don't want a house and blah, blah, blah. You paying them property taxes increases too, boo. You are. Your landlord, whoever you pay your rent to, whatever, same thing.
All right. Well, what you think?
Everybody has their outlooks on it. And with the last woman, when she was saying, oh, that's why I don't want to own a house because I don't want to pay that, but you paying it in rent too. The difference between a renter and an owner is that I'm not going to lose the house if I'm renting.
Right.
It's not going to impact my credit in the magnitude of yours if them property taxes don't get paid.
You'll lose the house or the rental.
Yeah, the rental, but it won't be
Right.
like a foreclosure on
Right.
my credit report. You can fuck around and mess around and get a eviction, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's not the same thing.
Yeah. I think too, what she didn't understand was that, and also she said, well, your rent will go up too. Not necessarily. There's people's rent that hasn't went up for 20 years. There's landlords that the way their system is set up, that these people haven't went up at all.
Right.
So that's not necessarily true. Anybody would have their taxes went up? Yes. So why are they not raising it? Because it's the vehicle, how they run their business, that it's not necessary. So that's just not a fact. But I can see her point of view from where she's sitting. Because it depends where you're sitting on how you see things. So, and when you're going through things, you trying to look at other people too, like, you don't feel what I'm feeling. So I understand that. And as the one lady said, her stuff hit her with 4,000 or 5,000, which was, it started off as 2, and now they're talking about it could be 8,000 next year. That's the anticipated. So it's like that you have equity, but you can't tap into it yet. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, it's a little wild. So we're gonna watch some more clips. We'll come back.
All right.
All right.
I got my property tax bill today. I know you fucking lying. This shit is highway robbery. I bought my house back in 2022. When I bought my house, it was a little over $6,000. Then less than 2 years, my property taxes went up to over $10,000. Now I get a bill today. It done went up another $8,080.10. I know you fucking lying.
One idea is to lobby for a state law in Illinois, similar to one in California, that caps property tax hikes at no more than 2% a year. Consider Englewood residents saw an 82% jump this year, an average of $609. In North Lawndale, it was $1,900, and in Garfield Park, it was $2,000.
I think it's incumbent upon us as citizens to give our elected officials what we want. We should be pressing them around the bills that we want to see, not waiting for them to come up with a solution.
The problem, County Treasurer Maria Pappas says, is what's happening downtown.
All these high-rises, commercial buildings that you see downtown are unrented because the businesses have left the city. So somebody had to pick it up, so the residences are picking it up.
Picking it up begrudgingly.
I know a lot of you guys just received your property tax bills, and if you're like me, a lot of us are not happy. What's interesting about this property tax bill is that not only is it telling us where our money is going, it's telling us where we're paying more in 2024 than what we paid in 2023. And as long as I've been in real estate finance, I cannot ever recall seeing anything that looks like this. Now, what's interesting is that Maria Pappas, our current Cook County treasurer, she just made an announcement that she's going to be dropping her hat in the mayoral race in the city of Chicago. So I'm not sure if this is her way of blowing the whistle to let us all know, what the current administration is up to. But this is what it looks like to me.
Property taxes going up in the state of Illinois, saying that people need to be protesting in the streets and getting the president's attention. And I got every Negro from here to the Mississippi telling me about, that's not the president's problem. It's really about the state and the county. Listen, you highfalutin niggas with your big brains and your big degrees, you guys put together a No Kings protest against the democratically elected president, and you're telling me that a protest can't be put together?
All right. I guess she seemed a little upset. So
I would be upset too if I signed on for something that I can't walk away from and I didn't understand what it was. I'm happy that's not my problem. Hopefully, more power to them to be able to figure out how to get out of that. But mortgage stuff, if you don't know, you're going to get ate up.
Anything with mortgage in it, it's going to get to the death of it.
Man.
And the thing is, the lady at the end, when she said about the president, and she's making fun of people that say it has nothing to do with the president and that they're stupid and they need to deal with their Democratic president. I don't know what she means by that, because Trump is a Republican.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. And no, this does have to do with the state and the city. So that's why I feel like sometimes people are a little ignorant. And ignorant don't mean you're stupid. Just you just don't know. Exactly. And you need to find out exactly what you sign. You have to read it. You need to read your phone bills. You need to read anything that you got to sign. See, people get on Instagram and all these social, they don't even read it. They just say whatever. They just sign whatever. They don't think twice about it. And that's what causes people problems, because they're not reading anything, you know. So then they're ignorant when people own their pictures and they own their things and they own their intellectual property. You go on YouTube, you need to understand, you put somebody, you need to have read it. It takes time to read things. Sometimes when I'm reading things and I'm purchasing things, people be mad at me in the line because I'm like, you're going to read all that? Yes. You know, because when I sign something, I know that's like putting my blood on it. That's my stamp, and I'm going to be responsible for it. So all this is important. And I want to say this real quick too. I do believe this is a political thing. I think the woman will run and she will win off the fact that the mayor now was ignorant about the taxes. So thanks for coming to Common Sense Philosophy.
Have y'all seen the property taxes? To all my homeowners, have you seen the property taxes? Like, this is ridiculous. I just got my bill, and when I tell you, it's ridiculous. Now, if you still have a mortgage, you probably don't know the thousands of dollars you're paying because it's broken down in your mortgage. But if you paid off your home and you paying the taxes, you know, once a year, then you get to see that is $5,000 for this, $2,000 for the city. Like, come on now. Now I'm paying $7,000, $8,000. This is ridiculous now.
Before our house got appraised at $402,000. I never looked into it. I don't know why I didn't. I feel like it was way over appraisal, but whatever. Anyways, my cousin's a realtor and she looked up like what my house was appraised for this year, 2025. And she went to the Tarrant County website. Well, it turns out that my house, they had it listed that my house is 3,113 square footage. And that is incorrect. My house is 2,688 square footage. So it's way off. And for the past few years, I have been getting charged for the past 2 years, I've been getting charged on the square footage that's not correct.
Go buy a house, and when you buy the house, you get to own the house, but you still got to pay property taxes on it every single year. That property taxes goes to the government does what they want to do with their property tax, and if you don't pay that property tax, they take your house away from you and they sell it to somebody else for your property tax.
I don't know how, but they are, and obviously they can, because they're raising my property taxes 81%. But what this reminds me most of is never get comfortable. You can never get comfortable. Even if you got a great job right now and you think you make great income right now, you never know 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, these bills are not going down. They're only going up. So you may be comfortable now, but if you get a $500 increase, a $600 increase in your mortgage, a $200 increase in your insurance rates on your home, it may not be so comfortable anymore.
So here's something they will not tell you when you buy a house, or at least they didn't tell me, and now I'm salty. So when I first bought my house, my mortgage payment was $1,151. After my first year living in that house, they raised my mortgage to $1,579. The fuck? I thought I was tripping. That is a $428 increase. I was under the impression that my mortgage payment would literally never change, but I was wrong. So here's what happened, and I'm going to use example numbers. So let's say there's a house and the value of that house is $20,000. Because the value of the house is so low, that means that the property taxes are also going to be significantly low. So let's just say the property taxes are only $500 per year. Okay, now let's say an investor comes in and rehabs the entire house, puts everything brand new into the house, boom. Now it's a beautiful home. And now the value of that house is $150,000. Okay, now because the value of the house went up, that means that the property taxes are also going to go up. So now the property taxes are $2,000 per year instead of $500. And this is what they did not tell me. The fuck?